Welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. We are now 69 parts in for this read through, also known as this is the 69th part. Hey, funny number. Uh, Normally I would want to do like way longer parts just to sort of because I thought the 69th part would mean this will be the end of the second episode of Umineko, but I guess not. I feel like this. I feel like we're kind of almost done with this second episode. Think about it. Might take a couple more, a few parts, a few more here and there. I'm still surprised people still click on these videos. You know, I'm not, the best kind of person to like give my thought, but where we, yeah, the episode recap in the last part. So, George, Shannon, and Goda, those three had meet its doom. Like Shannon tried to fight back, but didn't work out as well. There were some pretty little bit of a scary moment with Beatrice because her 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 bit of her, Beatrice's facial expressions seemed to like cause to inter, cause some interest in this read-through. Although she she views love as like in a negative opinion. So there's that. And then right here, there's Genji. So I'm not sure if Genji has meet his doom or he's still alive. Maybe it's Genji knocking on the door, but who knows? So let's continue. At the sound of a reserved knock, Aunt Rosa, who had fallen into a doze, jumped and woke up, pointing the barrel of the gun at the door as she yelled.
誰なの?
I was napping on the sofa, and that voice also brought me back to reality.
ローザ様、源氏でございます。
何か用なの? 扉は開けなくて結構よ。そのままで話して。
はい。それではこのままで失礼させていただきます。南條先生と熊沢の遺体を見つけました。
Wait, now they're they're the corpses outside the mansion?
なんだって
The fuck?
そう。わかったわ。確認に行きましょう。
See, the look on Battler's face, that's the same expression as I feel. Like, how did they end up in there?
死体を見ない限り、私は誰も信じない。
Yeah, I get a bad feeling about this as well.
大丈夫だよ、バトラー。マリアといれば絶対に大丈夫。
Sure. Maybe my face seemed to be darkened with anxiety. Maria grasped my hand with her small hand and spoke softly, trying to give me courage. Since it was Aunt Rose's job to ready the gun and stand guard, it fell to me to remove the barricade of the sofas. When I finished, I took a backwards glance at Aunt Rosa, who was pointing the barrel of the gun over my shoulder and opened the door.
ケンジさん、二人の死体はどこに？
中庭です。ご案内いたします。
Lead the way, then.
バトラ君待って。念のため部屋の戸締まりを確認していくわ。ちょっと待ってね。
Yeesh. Aunt Rosa called me to a halt to prevent me from going on ahead and began to carefully check the locks in each of the windows. But those locks had already been checked once. It felt kind of unpleasant, as though she suspected that I might have secretly unlocked them when she wasn't looking. No, maybe Aunt Rosa was right to be this cautious. There. I guess it's good to double check. Just like when you double check the house before leaving. Though it was called the courtyard, it wasn't really a pretty place you could take a walk in, like the rose garden. On the contrary, since it was surrounded by the mansion on all sides, it made you feel a little uncomfortable, as though it was telling you that there would be no escape from this mansion no matter where you tried to run. On the other hand, that meant that even though we could still hear the violent winds, the wind itself was blocked. Genji-san held down an umbrella, but Aunt Rosa ignored it. She was probably thinking that the gun took 2 hands, and it would be dangerous if she took the umbrella. We didn't need Genji-san pointing for us to notice. Right in the center of the courtyard, we could see where Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa-san lay. Aunt Rosa entered the courtyard without even pointing an umbrella. So, Genji and I also entered the courtyard without opening one. Only Maria opened hers.
マリア、これはあれだな。
おお。第7の番と第8の番だね。
7th and 8th twilights.
なるほど。確かに源氏さんたちが言っていたように、2人の首にはひどい傷があるわね。
I see?
すごく鋭利な。
Well, their throats already been slit open, so it's obviously they're already dead.
まるで日本刀か何かで切ったかのようにすっぱりね。
Katana. The fuck did you get that reference? Been watching a bit too many shows there. Those gaping wounds on their necks definitely made me want to avert my eyes. But after seeing that Halloween party in the chapel, even though they looked horrible, they were no longer enough to make me feel sick. More importantly, our gazes fell to their legs. To Dr. Nanjo's knee. To Kumasawa-san's ankle. Driven into each of them was something like a knife or a stake with a demonic design. They must have been the same as the thing that had pierced Jessica's back.
これは何なの？
Wait, what? Wait. I am confused. His corpse, which had gone missing, was later found in the courtyard. At that time, it was found with a weapon shaped like a stake having been rammed into the knee. That finished up the 7th twilight. Impact something. There's no corpse that he is dead. Okay. And Masala Chiyo. The corpse which had gone missing was later found in the courtyard. At that time, it was found with a weapon shaped like a stake, having been rammed into the ankle. That finished up the 8th twilight as well. Wait. So Nanjo and Chia got their necks slit open, which they're supposed to be, which looks like they would be they died already. Their bodies got dragged to the courtyard. Wait. What the fuck? I'm so confused. Let's just say they're already dead. Did they just finish up the twilight just by dragging the stake into the knee and the ankle after they're dead, or how does this work? What? Oh boy. I can see what can happen with George and the remaining two. So
ジェシカちゃんの時と同じね。何かオカルトの儀式のつもりなのかしら。
わかりません。彼らの遺体を最後に見た時にはこのようなものはありませんでした。使用人室から運び出された後にやられたのでしょう。
The one stuck into Dr. Nanjo's knee was still standing erect, but the one that had been thrust into Kumasawa-san's ankle might have been a little shallower. Shallower? Shallower. I'm being stupid. Shallower. I can feel... I know I'm gonna get shit for that. It had come out and fallen over. So, by looking at the one that had fallen over for the first time, I realized that it wasn't a knife. Something like a stake. Just like the last episode of stakes. Its full length was probably about 30 centimeters. It was probably made out of bronze or iron or something of the sort. Even without touching it, I could tell it had some weight to it. It was composed of a grip and a cone-shaped part, and it was obviously made to be a piercing weapon. Maybe it was like a miniature version of those lances Western knights used on horseback. The spiral-shaped ditches in it made it also look like a small drill. However, the grip had an occult design modeled off a demon or something. So instead of a weapon used in war, it felt like something that would be used in a ceremony to offer up living sacrifices. Yeah, the sacrifice for the epitaph.
間違いない。生贄のつもりなんだな。
Well, no shit. Come on, man. Like, I thought you already knew this by now from the episode.
第7の晩に膝をえぐりて殺せ。
On the seventh twilight, gouged the knee and killed. That's Nanjo.
第8の晩に足をえぐりて殺せ。
Gouged the leg. Killed. Wait. Let me get this straight. Is the ankle part of the leg? And okay, well, sure. Gouge the leg is technically part of the ankle. I guess the ankle is part of the leg. What? I don't even know what kind of crafty shit is this?
待てよ。それじゃ第4、5、6の番が抜けちまう。
They've left out the fourth, fifth, and sixth twilights.
まさか。
Well, the fourth, fifth, and sixth twilights gotta be George, Shannon, and Goda. So, of course, why is Genji-san alone? If something like this has happened, why aren't George, Aniki, Goda-san, and Shannon-chan here? Why was Genji-san alone?
どういうこと？ジョージ君たち3人はどこへ行ったの？
夏日奥様のお部屋を探し物に行きたいと言われましてお出かけになりました。まだお戻りになりません。
Yeah, they're sure taking a long ass time.
なんだって。その出かけたってのはいつ頃の話なんだよ。
Well, you know, not too long ago.
2、3時間前のことだと思います。
I say it's not too long ago, but it's like few hours.
そんな。なんでそんな大事なことをやっちゃなくて、なんで不審に思わなかったんだよ。
Well,
常に一人使用人は待機していなくてはなりません。彼らが戻るまで待機しているのが私のお務めでしたもの。
considering that Genji is the head servant. Was Genji-san really this much of a robot? This is bad. This is bad. It's really bad. Dr. Nanjo and Kumasawa-san were killed like this, quote unquote, which means that 3 people have already been killed. We ran towards Aunt Natsuki's room with a touch of anxiety and just as much resignation. Before we even saw the inside of Aunt Natsuki's room, we were forced to resign ourselves to a certain fact. On that door was a bizarre scribble. Oh, filth? Anyway, the room wasn't in an ordinary state, and without even opening the door, we could imagine what we'd find inside. On the face of the door, how should I say it? Handprints, done heavily with the same red paint as the magic circles from before, had banged on the door, scratched it, dirtied it. It looked like the aftermath of a kindergartner playing in the mud. I didn't know what it could mean. The bright red paint that had been slathered on was dripping down. And even though no one said it, it made us think of blood.
源氏さん、開けてください。
Aunt Rosa held her gun up high and ordered Genji-san to open the door. Genji-san approached it without seeming particularly troubled by that stuff on it, and turned the knob, but he immediately turned around, shaking his head. It was locked. At that moment, there was only one person in his mansion who could lock and unlock doors at will, Aunt Rosa. This time, Genji-san asked Aunt Rosa to unlock the door instead of the other way around. After frowning slightly for a second, Aunt Rosa handed me a master key and told me to open the door. Frowning slight? Well, it's obviously you. You're the one with the master key in the first place. So what the fuck are you frowning about? Told me to open the door.
バトラ君、これで開けてもらえる？
そのくらいのこと、ケンジさんを信用しても。
Aunt Rosa glared at me intensely. Getting into a fight here would only make the mood turn even more sour. Without talking back anymore, I approached that creepy door and tried the knob. It didn't open. It was definitely the resistance of the lock. I stuck the master key into the keyhole. Well, there was a slight resistance. Aunt Rosa told me to be on my guard, and I opened the door without really guarding myself in any way. She's gonna open carelessly. And then there was a scene laid out for us that didn't betray my expectations at all. We just witnessed another murder scene with it in a horror situation. No words from Maria.
やっぱり第4、5、6の版の再現だったな。
For your production of the 4th, 5th, and 6th Twilight.
おお。
Alright, so if he goes through the epitaph. So the first 6 were sacrifices, which is, you know, Kraus, Rudolph, Eva, Hideyoshi, Kairi. God damn, I'm fucking. Talk about memory hiccup. Oh yeah, Natsuki. So the first 6 were killed off. I thought I would have remembered from the top of my head. The second Twilight is Kanon and Jessica. Wait. third Twilight? I don't remember. What was the third Twilight? They said so the knee and leg was gouged. The knee was Nanjo and the leg was Kumasawa. They said it was the repeat of the 4th, 5th, and 6th. So, what was the third one? Or did I not? Did they mention the third Twilight somewhere, or did I just not miss it? You would think it was somewhere in the characters, right? Oh, yeah. George died in Natsuki's room, with his stomach having been pierced by a weapon shaped like a stake. On the 6th Twilight, gouged his stomach and killed. It's hard to say, but they might have been the 2nd Twilight. Yeah, you would think so. Let's see. There's Goda. Oh yeah, 4th was gouged the head. Died in Natsuki's room, with her forehead having been pierced by a weapon shaped like a stake. Pierced in the forehead, damn. Talk about a headshot. On the 4th Twilight, gouged the head and killed. She got to spend her last moments with the man she loved. There's Goda. Died in Natsuki's room, with his chest having been pierced by a weapon shaped like a stake. On the 5th Twilight, gouged the chest and killed. The chef's goose was cooked. Wow, we just had to add it there, huh? The chef's goose was cooked. I'm confused. Was there really a 5th? Wait, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So the first 6 were sacrificed. Jessica and Hanon for the 2nd. What was the 3rd Twilight then? Would the 3rd Twilight could either be weird? They never really. I don't think they mentioned the 3rd Twilight, is it? Maybe either Genji, Enzo, or there's no way it's Battler. Maybe Maria? 3rd Twilight? I don't know. A little bit puzzled. I can't really think of a theory for this. The inside of the room looked as though a robber had just broken in. Drawers had been flung open, pulled out, and had their contents thrown about all over the place. Leaving the room so cluttered, you'd never believe it belonged to the mythical Aunt Natsuki. But the very first thing that caught our eyes was Goda-san's corpse lying face down, right in front of the door. Right in the center of his chest, almost as though it had been stuck there to finish off a vampire, was one of those demon stakes from before. Exactly how far could it have reached after being stuck that deeply into his chest? Just imagining it would make anyone's chest hurt.
胸をえぐれば第5の番だったか。
Yeah?
Oh.
See? I guess we'll take it as a yes. Maria grabbed my hand. Her expression looked just like normal, but maybe she really was afraid of the aura in this room where 3 corpses lay. And along the wall farthest into the room, George Aniki lay dead. This time, one of those stakes had been rammed right into the center of his stomach. Wasn't gouging the stomach the 6th Twilight? Chan's corpse was face down in front of the dresser, lying a sea of blood. Would you look at that? That could possibly be another thumbnail. Hey, that's weird. Those George and Shannon like died together, but now the corpses just moved from just like that. What's going on? lying in a sea of blood. Had she seen her own face at the end? That horribly broken mirror stained with blood? Because she was lying that way, I couldn't see her face, but I could guess even without seeing it. Nearby in the sea of blood she lay in, a demon stake had fallen. Only the fourth twilight was left, gouged the head still. Maybe my heart was totally torn out and dead. Even though I knew it was wrong, I lifted her head and checked. And I confirmed that my guess had been right on the mark. There was a gaping hole in Shannon Chan's head, and the insides were dripping out. Not only that, you could even see inside her. After seeing that, I finally realized I was doing something wrong. I immediately averted my eyes, but by now, it was probably pointless.
こらバトラ君、警察が来るまでそっとしておかないとダメよ。勝手に触ってどういうつもり？せっかくの現場証拠がおかしくなっちゃったらどうするのよ。
What? What are you getting upset for? He has to make sure she was dead or not. like you can tell by Shannon, it looks like she's just sleeping. So of course you have to check, of course, he got pierced in the forehead. Aunt Rosa got violently mad at me and even tugged at the back of my collar. I tottered limply and fell on my butt, gazing dimly up at the ceiling.
マリア。これで第8の番まで終わっちまったな。第9の番って何だったっけ？
Yeah, I was like, hold on, what was the 9th one again? No words.
第9の晩に魔女は蘇り、誰も生き残れはしない。
The witch shall revive, and none shall be left alive. Uh-oh.
そっか。これで黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェは復活するんだな。そしてなんだ、最後の第10の番。
第10の晩に旅は終わり、黄金の里に至るだろう。黄金鏡の扉はもうすぐ開かれるんだよ。もうすぐ。
Very soon. Finally, we're reaching the end of the tunnel.
魔女は蘇り、誰も生き残れはしないか。
Well, according to the remaining ones alive. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have not seen Kinzo for a long ass time, bro. Just pretty sure he just holed up in his own room, living on their heads rent free at this point.
俺たちはこれから死ぬのか、それともこれで生贄の儀式は終了で俺たちの旅は終わり、黄金鏡へたどり着けるのか。何が俺たちの旅だ。
Our journey? Yeah, right.
俺たちは今日一日犯人を見つけよう、事態を打開しようと散々頭をひねって何も至れなかった。 バカの考え休むに似たりってやつだ。
Thinking stupid is no better than sleeping it off. I guess he's not wrong on that.
そうさ、俺たちは今日一日ずっと憎悪と疑心暗鬼で自分を焼き焦がした。死んだ人間しか信用できないって言ってわざわざ3人の死に顔をここまで確認に来たんだぜ。
Burning yourselves up with hatred and paranoia.
こんな俺たちがどうして黄金鏡とやらにたどり着けるって言うんだよ。
The Golden Land, and here I thought is equivalent to the Promised Land. Gonna meet our happy afterlife. Like, what's the point of sacrificing on the one that you cherished for to begin with? Like a cruel game. That's the end result. That's right. If we couldn't resolve any of our problems anyway, it would have been so much better if we locked ourselves up the whole time without thinking at all. Grandfather's the wisest of us. He's been shut up in his room since yesterday, without any contact with anyone. You haven't even seen like Kinzo since like many parts. What? Oh boy. What is even going on? Without any contact with anyone? That was the right decision. Grandfather was the most correct of us all.
大丈夫だよバトラー。マリアといれば大丈夫。魔女はとても気まぐれで、時に面白半分に人間を殺すかもしれない恐ろしい存在だけれども。
Yeah, no kidding. Terrifying. Oh boy.
でもマリアと一緒にいれば絶対に大丈夫。だから怯えないで。
ありがとな。気休めでも嬉しいぜ。
After Aunt Rosa finished investigating their corpses, he announced that she'd sealed his room again, chased the rest of us out, stole back the master key she'd lent me, and locked the door again. Apparently, George Aniki had been holding the key to Aunt Natsuki's room. He also collected that. Wait a sec. She's got all of the master keys on her person. If Natsuki's own key was locked up inside this room, doesn't that make it another closed room? Just obviously, just like another confusion. So, what is this? The fourth closed room? What? Now that the suspicions surrounding those three had cleared, we returned to the parlor once more. I don't have a clue what's going on anymore. If only the dead are innocent and everyone alive is a wolf. That leaves only me, Aunt Rosa, Maria, Genji-san. Besides us, there's only grandfather in that 19th person, the guest we've seen no trace of, Beatrice. 13 people have died, and 6 are left. How would a wolves and sheep puzzle with only 6 people end? Even though a puzzle that started with 19 people has been reduced to 6, I can't think of an answer. I'm pretty sure I can't really wrap my thoughts around. I need to get some water real quick. Alright, we're back. I think what are we at? Chapter 16? So, is there going to be like one more chapter or 2 more? Or is it going to be the final one? Well, it is what it is then. maybe if it struck midnight, that means, you know, second episode will finish. We returned to the parlor. I was a bit worried that while we were gone, a creepy magic circle or something might have been drawn on the parlor door, but thankfully we didn't find anything like that.
ありがとう源氏さん。ここまでで結構よ。あなたも今日は休んでください。
かしこまりました。これで休ませていただきます。
おい、ローザおばさん。この状況下で源氏さんをたった一人で過ごさせるっていうのかよ。
I mean, she still doesn't trust him.
そうね。とても危険なことだと思うわ。でも、ならなぜ彼は無事なの？
I don't fucking know.
彼は3人が夏日姉さんの部屋へ向かった後、ずっと一人でいた。なのに無事だった。狼と羊のパズルよ。最も弱い立場となる孤立した羊が無事な理由は何？
狼がたまたまいなかったんだろ。
違うわ。それが羊じゃなかったからよ。
源氏さんが狼だって言うのかよ。
Technically, what if Rosa treated the servants as sheep and you already fed them to the wolves to begin with? To the wolf to begin with. So, how is what if it was that?
彼は一人で厨房にいたそうだけど、それは証明不能よ。南條先生たちの死体を運んだり、ジョージ君たちを殺したりできたのは、彼かベアトリーチェだけなのよ。
待てよ。その論法じゃ誰だって。
バトラ様、お気遣いをありがとうございます。私は信頼を勝ち得るのは常に100の言い訳ではなく一つの誠実であると信じています。たとえ信頼をいただけなくても私は最後まで誠実でありたいと思います。
源氏さん。
なら決まりね。あなたが本当に無実なら、それは明日やってくる警察が証明してくれるわ。だから、それまでの間、あなたを疑いから外すわけにはいかない。長年、後宮家に仕えてくれたあなたに、こんな仕打ちをするのは本当に心苦しいんだけれど。
Find it truly painful? You just sound like you're kind of enjoying it.
今夜は分かってください。そして明日になったらもう一度仲直りさせてください。
Genji-san gave his head a small shake.
今日も明日も私は後宮家の使用人であり続けます。ご用がありましたらいつでもお申し付けください。それでは失礼させていただきます。
After hearing all that, there was nothing left to say. Genji-san bowed deeply and left down the hall. Now we're back into the parlor. Then we entered the room. Even though Aunt Rosa still held all of the master keys herself, she thoroughly checked the inside of the parlor again. She opened the curtains and checked again to make sure the windows were locked. As I watched, how should I say it? I felt like it didn't really matter anymore. If I said anything careless, it would turn into another fight. For a while, I gazed at her from the corridor. Figured I'd waited just about long enough and entered the parlor behind her. If she doesn't trust anyone but the dead, why doesn't she just go around killing everyone with the gun she's got in her hand? That's a good question. You know, the way Rosa was behaving, you would think that, some demon, within her. That's not the Rosa we know. Doesn't trust anyone but the dead. She only cares about the dead, huh? Great. With a gun in her hand. And then in the end, she'll realize that she herself is the wolf. Then she can just blast through the head of the final wolf and close the curtain on this insane murder drama. As I thought that bitterly, I returned to the sofa where I had been camped before, rudely resting both of my feet on the table. When I tried to do that, I found something there. Stopped moving my feet.
うん
What? What's going on?
なんだこれ
Oh shit! Just stuck another envelope? Right there, almost as though it had been addressed to me, was a Western envelope. It was that envelope from before with the seal of the one-winged eagle, and it was unopened. Wait, wait. What is this? Who put it in a place like this and when? Well, wait, if the parlor was locked, how are they able to slip through the envelope then? There's no way they would just... This is just weird. It's not like they threw the envelope, like slid it under the door with enough strength to do so. Until I went with everyone to check the corpses, I was sitting here the whole time. And there wasn't anything there then. And when I returned, it was here.
大丈夫。戸締まりに問題はないわ。この部屋は安全よ。
Safe. Sure. I heard Rosa muttering that. Wait. We made sure this room was safe when we left. We checked that the windows were all perfectly locked. Yeah, double checked. Then we locked it up. Came back, and the windows were still locked. And wait, who put this letter here, and how? Huh, who put this letter here? It's not just magic, you know. Did Rosa, it's either, gee, did Maria or Rosa decided to like pretend like they're the witch's messenger and just put it there? It's, I don't know. Not like there's a hidden messenger around. And wait, who put this letter here and how? I opened the letter. 2 pieces of stationery came out. The first page had a magic circle drawn on it with something like blood. If I asked Maria, she'd probably know what it meant. And there was writing on the other page.
気分の謎解きは進んでおりますか？もうじきあっさり時間切れ。第9の番はもうじき始まります。
The ninth twilight will begin quite soon. Uh-oh. There was no mistake. It was a letter from Beatrice.
ほー。パトラ、それは
Uh-oh. Don't say it out loud.
ああ
Oh, no. Just reading the little mail that I got.
今ここに来たら、置いてあった。
どうしたのマリア。
That's what I want to know.
バトラ君、その手紙は。
いや、ここに置いてあったんだ。どうしてだよ。この部屋はちゃんと戸締まりをしていたのに。どうしてだよ。どうして。
マリア、いらっしゃい。
Aunt Rosa closed her eyes just a little, and after thinking silently for a moment, told Maria to come. Maria obeyed her mother's words. As she did, something unbelievable happened. Aunt Rosa pointed the barrel of that gun at me.
バトラ君、あなたを狼だと断定するわ。
The fuck?
どうして。
How did this come to this conclusion that we're gonna get shot by Rosa?
私はこの部屋にたった今帰ってきて、そのテーブルの上に何もないことを見ているわ。そしてマリアがそのテーブルに近づいていないことも知っている。わずかな時間よ。でもこのテーブルに近づき、そして手紙を見つけたと主張するのはあなただけなのよ。
So I guess approaching the table and finding the letter makes it sound like that I'm the... Man, this is the similar situation as last episode, man. Like, what the fuck is this? Oh man, this is some deja vu moment.
そんなのって。いや、めちゃくちゃだ。なんで俺がこんなものを置くんだよ。おいおい、俺は不審なものを見つけて報告しただけだぜ。なんで俺が疑われるんだよ。
あなたにしかその手紙をそこへ置けないからよ。そう、これは自作自演。あなたが懐から封筒を取り出し、たった今見つけたかのように振る舞った。密室の中に魔女が入って手紙を置いていった幻想を作り出すためにね。
I mean, this is kind of silly, but maybe.
バカ野郎。またそういう考えなのかよ。
I was going to use the word dumbass later on, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to go that far with some additional read-through.
そんなことで俺まで疑うのかよ。いい加減にしろ。俺は親父たちを殺されてるんだぞ。そんな俺がどうして犯人の片棒を担がなければならないんだよ。
そうね。たとえ莫大なお金がもらえるとしたとしても、そんなことで肉親の命を切り売りできるような悪魔がいるなんて信じたくないわ。でもね、いるかもしれない。言い方が悪いわね。
Maybe such a demon does exist. Could be possessing anyone at this point.
例えばバトラ君にとってルドルフ兄さんたちが親でなかったとしたら。
はあ？何を言い出すかと思えば、親父は親父だろうが。確かにキリエさんと血縁はねえが、俺の姉貴も同然のお人だ。そこだけは聞き捨てならねえぞ、この野郎。
Damn, Rosa. She's just disrespecting his parents as well. Not only disrespecting the, like, you know... Was Rosa disrespecting the dad? I don't remember. But I guess that's sort of true, considering they're just fighting over the inheritance of the sword. Oh my lord.
言うのをやめなさい。ごめんなさい、言い方が悪かったわね。確かに後宮バトラ君はルドルフ兄さんの子供かもしれない。でもあなた本当にルドルフ兄さんの息子のバトラ君なの？
Oh god.
何をわけのわかんねえこと。俺がバトラじゃねえんなら誰に見えるってんだよ。
What am I, some imposter?
ルドルフ兄さんも含めて私たちは6年ぶりにあなたに再会しているわ。あなたが本当に後宮バトラかなんて誰も証明できないのよ。あなたは本当は後宮バトラじゃなくて後宮家の財産をうまく騙し取ろうと紛れ込んだ何者かもしれない。あなた自分が後宮バトラだとはっきり証明できる？今この場で。
So I guess Balor doesn't really care about this family reunion. He only cares about the, not giving a shit about his family vacation. That's money. Okay.
いい加減にしやがれ。俺は俺だ。後宮バトラだ。そこまで疑い出したらあんただって本当に後宮ローザなのかよ。自分は自分だ、他の誰でもね。ああそうだな、あんたの言う通りだぜ。死体以外で信用できるのは自分だけってわけだ。
Yeah, this is bizarre.
そこまで言うなら反論させてもらうぜ。ジョージの兄貴たちが死んでいた夏代おばさんの部屋には鍵がかかってた。部屋の鍵はジョージの兄貴が持っていたんだろう。そしてマスターキーを持ってるのは今やローザおばさんだけだぜ。
Obviously.
あの部屋に施錠できたのはあんただけじゃねえかよ。
The only one who could have unlocked that room?
俺の推理じゃこうだ。
Let's hear it.
あんたは真犯人と通じ合っていて俺たちの目を盗み5つのマスターキーのうちの1つをこっそり貸し出したんだ。
Yeah, holy shit. I thought I was gonna say the same thing when it comes to Rosa. It's either she's possessed or she's just being some double agent at this point.
そんなことしないわよ。ほらここに5つあるわよ。
I mean, I don't think it's that. I don't know if there's even the. Surely there's some people who can still make duplicates in the 80s.
そんなのは当てになるもんか。あらかじめ取り決めた場所に置かせて回収したかもしれねえじゃねえかよ。それにマスターキーが5個かどうかは疑わしいと言ってたのはあんただぜ。
じゃああなたはその封筒をあなた以外の誰がどうやってそこに置いたというのよ。それが証明できない限りあなたが狼なのよ。
Until you find proof someone did it.
うるせえ。ならあんたこそ証明しろよ。犯人はどうやってジョージの兄貴たちをあの密室で殺せたと言うんだよ。どうやって施錠したと言うんだよ。
まったくにもってその通り。
Oh no.
夏日の部屋も全く同じだぞ、いつもの通り。
Natsuki's room was exactly the same, just like usual. What? Just like the other few other rooms.
扉も窓も内側から施錠されていた。
The door and the windows were locked from the inside.
いかなるいかさまも細工もなく、そして隠された通行手段もなければ隠れる場所もない。
There were no frauds or tricks, no means of secret passage, nor places in which to hide.
夏日自身の鍵はジョージのポケットに入って室内に閉じ込められていた。
Natsuki's own key was in George's pocket and locked inside the room.
あとは5本のマスターキーしかないが、それは全てローザが持っている。
That leaves only the 5 master keys, and Rosa is holding all of them. Wait. Wait, so if they were killed off, but the door just automatically locked from by itself? Oh no, man. How do you even argue with this kind of BS? It's not like they can break the window and just, put it back in place.
ついでに言おう。その客間も同じよ。
While you're at it, the parlor is the same.
本来の客間の鍵は使用人室に封印されている。
The key to the parlor itself is sealed away in the servant room.
だからマスターキー以外では解錠不能。部屋の密室定義もいつもに同じよ。
So unlocking it with anything but a master key is impossible. The locked room definition of the room is the same as always.
おいおい、容疑者はもう一人しかいねえぜ。
What? Oh man. Unlocking.
ついでに言おう。
Oh. Whoops. The locked room definition is the same. Can't even. There's no way to suspect when it comes to this. Oh. Yeah, no words.
それでもまだかまととぶんのかよ。後ろ宮バトラー。
うるせえ。てめえも黙ってろ。
Just having a bit of a yelling fight.
黙るのはあなたの方でしょ。あなた以外にどうやってその手紙を置けたというの。
You're the one who should shut up? What the fuck? That... What is... I had this... Why? Again. If Rosa would be the wolf, you would think she would be working for... Pretending... I don't even know. I'm not gonna repeat that argument. Repeat that statement.
それが証明できない限り、あなたは狼なのよ。
俺が疑えるってんなら、あんただって疑えるぜ。あんたこそ証明してみろ。最初に部屋に入って戸締まりの確認だのを始めたのはローザおばさんじゃねえかよ。
That is true. Rosa was the one double checking in the first place.
そして俺の座っていた場所に再び俺が戻るだろうことを見越し、手紙をそっと置いたんだ。
Like, it's obviously Rosa went in first. I could... Look at this shit. I was pretty sure Rosa entered first. It could be some sort of a setup. It could maybe a setup.
これはあんたの罠だって疑うこともできるんだぜ。
どうして私がそんな罠を。私が狼ならこの銃で問答無用で撃ってるわよ。
I mean, you've been threatening with a gun like it was a toy.
そんなのじゃ理由にならねえな。マリアの目の前で殺人ができねえから、うまく罠にかけようって回りくどいことしてるかもしれねえじゃねえか。
You can see the sweat on Balor's face. He is pissed. I have. I can feel. I can feel that. I feel him. Like I have my reason to be pissed too.
マスターキーは全てあんたの手にある。ならここもさっきも全部あんたの仕業じゃねえかよ。言い逃れできるってんなら言い訳を聞かせてみろよ。そうさ、ローザおばさんは最初から怪しいんだよ。なんで親族会議の大人たちが6人殺されたのにローザおばさんだけが例外なんだ。なんでローザおばさんだけがあの礼拝堂にいなかったんだ。
They sure favored Rosa the most of keeping her alive.
一つしか理由がねえよ。ローザおばさんが親父たちをあそこに招いて殺したんだ。くそくそ、それで全部説明がつくじゃねえかよ。ふざけんじゃねえ、ふざけんじゃね
Don't fuck with me.
え。
Don't
わ
fuck
け
with
の
me.
わかんねえことを言うんじゃねえ。
You know, there was like a Umineko when they cry gold edition. I think there was like some Kickstarter event going on, and there was supposed to be like, you know, some English dub voiceover in the behind the scenes. Like it's either unfinished or it's like unannounced. So I wonder what it's like with the cuss words in like the English dub version. I mean, English dub is a bit of a heated debate of the sort, but maybe it could be goofy. And with Balor, what he said, maybe that's another theory that I was gonna say, because it hints right there that Rosa is the youngest sibling of all. Rosa, even though she tries to like help, you know, try to mingle with, the older siblings like Eva, Rudolph, and Kraus and such. But Rosa gets treated. The older siblings like to fuck with Rosa. Maybe that's why Rosa was like had enough of this shit, and then that's why she invited. Like that could be a possibility. Rosa had enough of their older siblings bullshit. Oh, it just stops. 'Yeah, now look what you two did. You made a little girl cry. Stop with this toxic nonsense. Oh my god, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Like, like, but I do look back into the dialogue when it comes to stuff like this. Like Rosa, maybe there were some points that you say, yeah, maybe there's a possibility, and then there's Balor with like, oh, Rosa is the bad guy. I can sort of see why on sort on both sides, but it's sometimes like it doesn't hurt to disagree. Maria thrust herself in between Aunt Rosa and me as the blood started rising to our heads. I was taken aback by Maria's crying voice and returned to my senses. No, maybe Rosa and Battler were just fighting for the sake of just wanting to vent, get release their ang- anger out of the bottle. I had acted shamefully just now. My eyes filled with tears.
そうなんだよ。全部、魔女のせいだったんじゃないかよ。鍵がどうこうとか、トリックだのアリバイだの、全部バカらしかったんだ。魔女の仕業なのに、俺たちは同じ人間同士を信じ合うこともできなくて。
Well, that's what Beatrice. I mean, and the witch did say the human. Did the witch say the humans are weird or the humans are dumb? Or like, I don't remember. But it's something though what Beatrice said.
なあ、ローザおばさん。人間の犯人なんて最初からいなかったんだ。全部、魔女の仕業だったんだ。
It was all the work of the witch.
だから、ローザおばさんが犯人のわけがないし、俺やマリアだって、そして、ゲンジさんだって他のみんなだって、犯人のわけがないんだ。どうしてこんなことに。俺はどうして大好きだったローザおばさんとこんなことの隣り合いをしてるんだよ。
Maybe Aunt Rosa had probably because Aunt Rosa already did something that you wouldn't forgive.
優しくって大好きだったおばさんとどうしてこんな罵り合いをしてるんだよ。
Either you're bored and wanted to you're having this fight because you're bored, or that what Aunt Rosa did to the servants and the such, you couldn't, it's hard to tell whether you're like I said, hard to tell whether you should like Rosa or you should dislike Rosa.
なんでみんなで疑い合わなくちゃならねえんだよ。おばさんを疑ってなんかいないんだ。誰も疑ってなんかないんだ。全部魔女の仕業だったんだ。ベアトリーチェの仕業だったんだ。全部ベアトリーチェが魔法で行った事件だったんだ。
Shit, man. I guess that's what the title said. Surrender.
ベアトリーチェ頼むからここに現れてくれよ。そして自分が全てやったと俺たちに告白してくれよ。もうごめんだ。こんな疑り合いはごめんなんだ。
I don't think she would want to show that. That would make the game too easy, though. It's like that's like saying he's gonna give out the evidence straight away.
だから俺たちを許してくれ。解放してくれ。互いの死を見届け合うまで疑り合わなきゃならない地獄から解放してくれ。俺に優しい親戚たちを、いとこたちを返してくれよ。もう嫌だ、全部嫌だ。お前は確かに実在する。お前の勝ちだ。
Damn, we're taking a big fat L. I mean, I really took many L's in this playthrough.
姿を見せてくれよ。ベアトリーチェ
Damn, you're doing the same thing as what Kinzo did. Oh, Beatrice. It I thought it was going to be really sad, but at the same time, it's kind of a bit silly. Now, this is what we call a cry of surrender right here. Oh.
私はまだ生きているのか。
Wow, we actually get to hear Kinzo after like how many chapters since then? Apparently, some time ago, Kinzo had fallen into a doze. He searched for his spectacles and looked at the clock. 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. Well, I could have sworn it said like if it's 2100 hours, you would think it's 9 p.m., but it said like 10 p. It was 10 p.m.
あやつの儀式ははてどこまで進んだのか。時間的にはもうだいぶ進んでいなくてはならぬ頃だ。
Well, it sure has reached his end, almost at his end. Kinzo lifted his heavy body from the chair and approached the portrait of the witch that he had gazed at every day.
ベアトリーチェ。もうじきお前の微笑みに再会できる。死んでもいい。お前の微笑みがもう一度見られるならこの命は惜しくない。だから交渉だ、お前にもう一度会わせてくれ。そして愛を誓わせておくれ。私の罪を謝らせておくれ。ああ、だが逃がさん。お前は私のものだ。
That's what we call dedication.
髪の毛の一本からつま先まで爪の赤すらも私のものなのだ。
Damn! From your hair to your toenails to the dirt under your toenails. What the hell, Kinzo? Are you doing some anatomy there?
お前の肉一片までも全て私のもので、その亡骸の煮汁まで私のものなのだ。逃がさん。今度こそこの手からこぼさん。お前を永遠に私のものにしてやるぞ。二度と逃がすものか。二度と逃がすものか。
Never let you escape a second time or never let you... Wow. Twice. Well, I think this is a good time to stop it from there. Let's see. That's my save right there. Yeah. Pretty long one. I'm not gonna split it. Just gonna upload the whole damn thing. Cause I gotta say, it's a good read right there. I think it's not to mention we're almost done. So Anyway, next part. Let's see what else Kenzo has to say. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Have a good one.